Welcome, everybody, to the IA Sports Studio. And yes, if you read the title correctly, we are releasing dual team rankings right here on YouTube. We're going to do it in kind of a little show format so you guys can sit back and kind of watch the reveal of these rankings instead of having to scroll through them on Rockfin. Again, this is totally free. If you watched IA Football's content, our Monday weekly rankings from football season, it's going to be exactly like that. You're going to be very familiar with it. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Cade Nissen. I am the content marketer here at IA Sports, helping put out a lot of video content, helping schedule graphics, all that good stuff. So, we had the idea to kind of release the dual team rankings in this sort of sense, make it a little more fun and engaging for you guys to watch. So drop a comment before we start of your favorite team, where you're watching from. All that type of stuff. We love to read those comments and get this engagement up. If you like this content, if you like this reveal type of show, drop a like on this video so we know to keep doing this. We love seeing those signs, and we love bringing you guys new content that others aren't. We truly think that this is unique compared to everybody else. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Again, this is the Class 1A rankings, starting with your teams that are honorable mentions. Again, these are just alphabetical order teams, honorable mention, that our ranker has outside. And again, before we start, these are not my rankings. These are our rankers' rankings. They're sitting right in front of me. I'm going to be reading off them, so you don't have to come after me. Don't worry, guys. I'm not the one in charge of these rankings. But anyways, our rankers' honorable mention in Class 1A, alphabetically, not ranked in any specific way: Central Springs, East Buchanan, Lawton Bronson, Missouri Valley, South Winneshiek, and Westwood are all on the outside looking in. Getting into our top 24, yes, our dual team rankings are ranked through 24 spots in all three classes, so ton of teams seeing action inside the rankings. Starting on the outside at 24th, Woodbury Central, they stayed at this spot from last week. They won 60-24 over Lawton Bronson, 53-30 over Ridgeview, and they got second place at the North Lynn Invite. At 23rd, North Mahaska, they were at 21st last week. They got 5th place at the Bill Van Horn Invite. And at 22nd place, Earlham, they were at 20th last week. They beat ACGC 42-29, lost to Pleasantville 48-36, and got 8th place at the Jim Kenyon Invite. At the 21st spot, moving up a few slots, Akron Westfield, they won 52-24 over Lamar, and they got first place at the Paul Furman Invite. Moving on to our next little group of rankings here. At 20th is Shenandoah. They got first place at the Mustang Invite to jump up 2 spots in this week's rankings. At number 19, Nottoway Valley. They lost 36-33 to Missouri Valley. They won 54-27 over AHSTW, and they got first place at the POI tournament. At 18th, Pleasant Valley, they won 48-36 over Earlham, 54-27 over ACGC. They lost 49-28 to 2A Williamsburg, and they lost 42-32 to Albia. So Pleasantville, they find themselves at the 17th spot. And the last team in this little section is I-35. They had no events last week. The Southeast Pro Tournament canceled, so Interstate 35 will move to number 17. Jumping into the top 16 teams, starting here, we got a little bit bigger group of teams right here. Not much movement from last week. In fact, none of these teams moved up or down any spots. Nevertheless, we'll go through them quickly. Riverside, Oakland, they lost 40-32 to Loma, and they got 4th place at the WIC tournament. MFL Marmac, 2nd place at the Regina Invite. Emmetsburg, 39-33 win over Spencer, and 8th place at the Don Miller Invite. Underwood, they got 2nd place at the WIC tournament. And Lisbon, they had a busy week, obviously, at the Battle of Waterloo. They lost 51-24 to Ankeny, 48-27 over Clear Lake, 49-39 over North Scott, lost to Pleasant Valley, 46-27, lost to City High, 39-6, and lost to Union, 45-30. So tons of action from Lisbon. Also, Wapsie Valley found themselves at the Battle of Waterloo. They stay at number 11, though. Here's how their Battle of Waterloo went. They lost 41-39 to Union. They won 51-25 over Cresco. Lost 64-15 to Waverly Shell Rock. Lost 45-32 to Nashua Plainfield. Lost 41-33 to Independence. Lost 40-33 to New Hampton Turkey Valley, and lost 57-18 to Norwalk. So Wapsie Valley, another a lot of action for them. Nevertheless, they find themselves right outside the top 10. And speaking of the top 10, let's get right into it. Your 10 through 6 teams, again, not much movement here either. At number 10, West Branch, they got first place at the Regina Invite to find themselves here. Logan Magnolia, they had a good week, to 32 over Oakland Riverside in first place at their WIC tournament. And 8th, Jessup, they got first place at the Starmont tournament. At 7th place, Hinton, 2nd place at the EPJ Huskies invite. And West Hancock, they find themselves at 6th after a first place finish at the Al de Leon invite. Hopping into the top 5, though, in Class 1A, we will reveal it all right here. There is your top 5 in Class 1A for our 4th set of dual team rankings. A lot of these teams finding themselves at the Battle of Waterloo. Nashua Plainfield had a good week, 51-22 over City High. They lost 53-22 to Linn-Mar. They won 45-32 over Wapsie Valley, lost 37-28 to West Delaware, lost 53-24 to Ankeny, lost 41-34 to Lake Mills. They beat New Hampton Turkey Valley 39-34, and they beat NF Valley 49-27. So a good week for Nashua Plainfield. Lake Mills, Don Bosco, and Alburnett all finding themselves at the Battle of Waterloo as well. If you do notice, Alburnett and Don Bosco did switch spots. Don Bosco was 2 last week. Alburnett was 3. They flip-flopped. That is the only movement inside the top 16 right now in Class 1A, and that is because Alburnett did beat Don Bosco 51-26 at that Battle of Waterloo. So that was enough, obviously, to flip those two in those rankings. And then your first place team right now in Class 1A is Wilton. They finished first place at the Battle of Katy Trail in Missouri. So the Beavers holding down the number 1 spot in Class 1A. I believe they had that spot last week, and so they will hold it down again this week. Yes, they did. I just checked. So Wilton at the number 1 spot, back-to-back weeks. They're going to look to hold on to that again, heading into our 5th set of dual team rankings. So that was our first little release of the rankings. I'll get better at this as we go on throughout the year. Again, like this video if you like this type of reveal content for these dual team rankings. Again, I'll see you guys next Monday. And if you want to, go check out the 2A and 3A rankings. They're going to be in separate videos, but they're all going to be on our YouTube channel. So go over and check those out and see where all the teams in Iowa are landing for our 4th set of dual team rankings. The season is going so fast, I can't believe it. But anyways, my name is Caden, and I will catch you guys next time.